If you're new to the Project Assassin series, don't forget to check out the previous episodes. Links to previous episodes and the entire playlist are in the video cards and description.
Welcome to the channel. This is Techno Scope.
Calling all sports fans. Catch a podcast of real fans by fans. Call in, chat live, and watch the Sports Game every Sunday morning at 9:30 Central only on #Champs.
This is amazing. Your setup is amazing. People understand. This is official right now.
There we go.
Chicken nuggets, man.
Speaking of chicken
nuggets.
The Project Assassin build will feature the sleek and stylish glass tower-like case Evolv Shift X by Phanteks. This beautiful case has an exterior made primarily of aluminum and tempered glass, with the front and rear panels constructed of thick aluminum, as well as the top and bottom intake and exhaust fans. The case sits on a plastic foot which can be removed to allow access to the bottom intake areas, as well as allowing the case to be used in a horizontal position in which the plastic clips holding the tempered glass become the feet. Just above the foot sits the only removable intake filter. The front and rear panels have dual slots which allow a surprising amount of air movement to help cool the case. The rear panel has a hole on one end which allows cables to connect to the rear of the motherboard. The bottom of the rear panel has a space to access the power cord connection. Because the power cord does not physically contact the exterior of the case, this connection extends the cord inward, allowing a connection without removing panels. The rear panel also has two exterior USB 3.0A connections for connecting devices without opening the top cover. Opening the top cover gives you access to all the winners of this case. All other connections to the motherboard and optional GPU will be made here. It also gives you access to 8 thumb screws which allow you to remove both tempered glass side panels as well as the front and rear panels. The inside of the case is a steel skeleton on which all things mount and connect. The top has a cross member designed to hold the motherboard. Directly below the motherboard is a channel with a flip down magnetic door, designed to hide the wires running to and from the board and front of the case. The motherboard region on the front of the case is designed to hold a 120 or 140mm exhaust fan. The lower section will hold up to 2 120 or 140mm intake fans and a radiator. On the inside of the lower section, there is a place to mount up to 2 2.5-inch drives. Directly below the 2.5-inch mounting locations is a shroud to cover the wires of your SFX power supply, giving your build a very tidy look. The case is also compatible with standard ATX power supplies, but the shroud cannot be used with one installed. The rear channel is designed to hold the bulk of the wiring. Your power wires can run through here as well, but wiring everything through the channel to hide your wires takes a great deal of planning. Also, while the case includes an 8-pin extension for CPU power, I had to supply a 24-pin extension cable as well. The 24-pin power supply cable included with the Corsair SFX power supply was far too short for this case. The rear channel also allows for 2 more 2.5-inch drives. Much like the links to buy this case are down in the description, the bottom also includes space for mounting a water cooling pump just above the bottom side fan. This case was intended for use with a blower style GPU or a water cooling loop. The Evolv Shift X is designed to house a GPU on the back side of the motherboard, with included special bracketry which allows you to position the GPU where it best fits. You can mount the GPU with the fan showing or the backplate showing, depending on your needs and desires. To accomplish this, the case includes the GPU mount with PCIe extension cable. A thumb screw under the motherboard and 2 Phillips head screws allow the GPU to move from left to right for the perfect position. It is recommended you use a blower style GPU if you do not use a water cooling loop. As with most ICE-T cases, moving air is a premium concern. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them in the comments below and I will try to answer them as quickly as possible. I hope to see you in episode 3 of the Project Assassin build. My name is Elemento and this is Technoscope.
Technoscope is a Twisted Curve production.